I hope you like it.
Okay.
Bring up in 19.
Oh yes.
Oh no, it's not what you think.
Oh, I thought it was this.
Yeah.
For you.
I came across it today. I was like, this is ovation. It is huge. You got to admit that.
So good.
Yeah, we should try.
Oh, I got in the car. What's she called?
Are you not cold?
Not really.
I'm only a slip of a man now, though.
So, don't buy drones, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try and grab drones from out of the sky. They have propellers.
Don't help it.
Shit.
I say I've got all of about 2 minute attention span for cartoons.
Aaron, how did you feel after the barbecue?
Fantastic.
Did you actually? You didn't have a hangover at all?
Oh no, actually, in the morning.
Yeah.
I got up when you were coming around.
Midday.
After, yeah, about midday. I slept quite nicely.
I drove to Cardiff the next day and deadlifted, and I genuinely can't remember the journey there.
I can't remember getting
horrendous.
home.
Lovely part of the world. Thanks, mate.
Something is that one on the head, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you. Ah, come to daddy.
No cutter there, you've got to do it with your fingers.
Thank you. Oh, it is genuinely leftovers, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah, cracking and.
you don't want to come and watch that?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Have you already seen it? I thought you'd be the kind of guy who'd already seen it.
has already seen it.
The rest of us aren't that good.
Oh, whoa, talk about yourself.
Oh, yeah, you could do physio.
Yeah, we could talk about something interesting.
But that's the idea, and then get like people on.
You get other maps
One
to
sec.
talk about biomechanics.
Oh, yeah. So, thinking about starting up a podcast every Sunday. Would you guys be interested in that? If you are, put it in the comments. What kind of topics? Yeah, well, like things like we're talking about mental health. We're going to talk about
Who would you go through a
powerlifting.
mental health talk, man?
TED Talks. Good resume.
Awards.
Awards, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll set it up. Great, so apparently my gym isn't open on bank holiday, so I've already had pre-workout, so I don't really know what to do. Let's try a different gym. Pretty decent gym, this. Literally just a stone's throw away from Horfield as well. So I realised actually, I looked on the website and Horfield opened at 12:30, so I was literally half an hour early, so I could have trained up there. But really good gym here, decent equipment. I mean, I had to squat with bumper plates, which made the bar a little bit whippy, but it wasn't too heavy, so it's okay. I've also got fairly decent lighting. I took a couple of photos just to sort of see progress in terms of diet. At the moment I'm just below 105 kilos, so I was 104.8 this morning, so I am still dieting, despite the fact that I've pretty much got rid of the title of Operation Fat Loss, because I don't really know why. I just don't really want to put too much pressure on myself, because I find when I actually do that, and I do it for a reason, like YouTube, I tend to sort of go off track. So I'm not going to like put pressure on myself. I'm just going to diet normally, but not really document it as much. And hopefully that way I can stay on track a bit better. So I'm just finishing up now, going to do a little bit of stretching, and then it's off to the cinema to go and watch Endgame, even though I've never watched any of the other Marvel films. See you later, mate. Cheers, thank you. See you later. Alright mate, so I've only ever seen one Avenger film, Iron Man. Iron Man. So
the first one?
Yeah. So I've never seen any of the other ones, so I need you to give me a rundown on all of the films.
So you want me to summarise 20 films?
In 10 minutes before we get to the cinema.
Right, okay. So, right. So the Big Bang scattered 6 Infinity Stones across the universe.
Okay.
They're basically like the creation.
Yeah.
The way that the Marvel films have worked is they've introduced all of the superheroes. So like you said, you've seen Iron Man 1, there's 3 Iron Man films, there's also characters like Black Widow, Hawkeye, then you've got the standalone films like... His aim is to try and get all... Matt, are you listening?
Yep, Thanos.
Did you listen to any
Stones, Thanos, Iron Man, yep. So, it's very likely that I'm not going to be able to film in the cinema because that is illegal and they will probably take my camera off of me. So I will give you my reaction to the film now.
Alright Aaron, immediate reaction. Third time you've watched it, but
Great film.
Still good?
Pimples, yeah.
okay.
What was your reaction?
My reaction.
Should we get my reaction?
As someone who isn't a comic book fan.
Not a comic book fan, never seen any of the other Avengers. It was really good, and actually your explanation beforehand was quite good, because then I pretty much understood what was going on.
Prior to falling asleep.
Yeah. No, it was a good movie, like really good. Probably will watch the next one. Yeah, like 8 out of 10. You're looking at me just like this should be 10 out of 10.
Well, no, it's just I don't want to go to time.
No, it's a really good movie, but it's just like I'm not like a Marvel fan, so I can't accept it.
So the reason I think it's so good is because it rounds up the previous 21 films really well. You take take Game of Thrones at the moment,
and I've not watched any of the previous films apart from Iron Man. So
you take Game of Thrones as an example right now. Everyone's hating on season 8 because D&D just rushed it so badly and it didn't tie up things very well. Yeah. Whereas this wrapped up everything that needed to be wrapped up, and also leads into Phase 4 really well without giving any massive hints as to what it is. Like, comic book readers will know where they're going to be going, but other people won't really know what Phase 4 is going to be about.
Cool, well there's that then. Now we're just going to have some food.
It's just that I can smell celery.
Okay. Going from one film to the next, but this one is going to be drastically different. I'm going to go to Rob's house now and watch West Side versus the World. So Westlife. Yeah. That'd be a good documentary. I like a bit of Westlife. So we'll say goodbye to this one, even though he's about to give me a lift home, but through the power of YouTube he's now disappearing. That's convenient. Oh, that's a very nice t-shirt.
The hardcore precedence of West Side Barbell was set by Louis Simmons, Chuck, and Matt Denton.
The new location also brought in a couple of bench press specialists.
I am West Side. Before West Side Barbell, there was never a West Side. And after West Side, there'll never be a West Side.
There you go.
Fucking hell. That's mental. That was pretty intense.
Well, they were two very different films. It's making me want to go and deadlift now. That's much better. There goes my fat macros for the day. I've just bunged them in the oven quickly because they were quite pink in the middle, and although I don't mind having pink beef burgers or steak, because you're allowed to have that obviously, they were slightly by a day or two out of date, so just don't want to risk any sort of food poisoning. But they smell fine and they taste fine, so but I thought just better to be safe, I will just plonk them in the oven for a little bit, which gives me time to quickly go over what the title of the video is about, and that's basically why I'm not going to really document my cut, or my weight loss journey. And that's basically because every time I've ever done that, every time I ever mention on YouTube or tell someone that I'm going to be dieting, it becomes, I don't know, a bit of, I just feel like a lot of pressure. Then I put a lot of pressure on myself basically, and then I end up just doing the opposite and not actually sticking to the diet. But actually, when I don't really talk about it and I don't really put much pressure on myself, that's actually when I'm better at dieting. I think when I put so many variables into it, I just end up stressing and overeating, which seems like a bit of a cop-out, but that's just generally how I work. So I've decided I am going to keep dieting. I am going to stick with Joel, my nutrition coach, and I will sort of mention him in videos, but it's not going to be the sole focus of each video, whereas like the series before with the Operation Fat Loss or Operation Less Fat was solely about that. So yeah, I'm basically just going to continue to diet. If I get to a point where I think it's worth documenting, I'm a little bit leaner, then I'll probably document it. But to be honest with you, I shouldn't be wanting to lose weight and look leaner for the sake of YouTube or social media. I've never been that type of person to worry about how I look, but I feel if I'm doing that and putting it all on YouTube and social media, then I'm portraying a side of me which is false basically. It just means that I'm doing it for another reason. So that's basically why I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to diet but not let everyone know about it. Right, so I'm going to eat these burgers now. That's going to be my macros, my nutrients for the day, and I obviously will post things about food, what I'm eating, and I'll give you like the occasional update, which is like how the weight's going and everything. But yeah, it's not going to be, I keep saying it, it's not going to be the sole purpose of this YouTube channel, because what you look like is not important. Right, anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please leave it a like as always. Thank you so much for the ongoing support and the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I'm rambling now once again. See you guys in the next video. Take care.